Okay, so what we're going to do is just a quick ab series. This is in isolation, but normally it would be in the middle of a workout. So you'd do some warming up stretches, it would be in the middle of the workout, but we're just going to do it as an isolated sequence as per request by Michelle. Okay, so lowering down to the mat. Just tuck my shirt in so that you can see what my abdominals are doing. Okay, so we'll get into our neutral spine, and we'll just do some pelvic tilts to start with, just to warm up and feel where our imprint is. So on the breath in, we tilt the pelvic bone up, pulling that belly button into spine and pulling our hip bones up towards our ribs. You're not using your glutes at all, so they're nice and relaxed, using those abdominal muscles, those deep pelvic muscles. So hold and exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. It can help to place your hands, heels of your hands to your hip bones, fingertips to your pubic bone, and feel that tilt and release. And tilt and release. Now our neutral pelvis is when the pubic bone is in line with the hip bones. So that's, when I say engage, that's the neutral engaged pelvis. Okay, so we hold that there, arms by your sides, shoulders down, away from the ears, and we'll start a deep breath in through the nose and breathing out through pursed lips. On the exhale, we'll float this left leg into a tabletop. Inhale, engaged, and exhale. Now we're holding this pelvis nice and stable. All the movement is coming from this hip joint. And inhale, tap, and on the exhale, using those abdominals to pull that leg up and hold the pelvis stable. So we'll do 5 of these. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And release. Change legs. Reset your pelvis. Float the right leg. Okay. Down on the inhale, pulling up with the abdominals on the exhale. And 3. And 2. And 1. And release. And release the pelvis. This time we're going to float both our legs into tabletop and alternate our toe taps. Now what can be really helpful to make sure you're not changing the angle of that leg is to put something under your feet so that your toes are tapping the same place each time. Okay, so inhale, we'll tilt that pelvis, pulling the belly button down towards the spine, hips towards the ribs, shoulders away from your ears. And on the exhale, we'll float one leg and then the others. Holding those legs into the tabletop. And on the inhale, we'll tap with our left and right. And we've got 2 more. Last one. Now holding those legs into the tabletop, reach the hands behind your head and we'll introduce some flexion. On the inhale, the eye gaze goes down as we do the gentle nod of our head. Exhale to rise up. Hold, inhale, belly button towards the spine, and we'll do 5 each side. This is 2. And last one. Hold, breath in, release the head and shoulders. Breath in, release the feet. 1 foot, up foot. Just give ourselves a little release there. This time we're going to go into the obliques. So we'll float our legs into tabletop, hands behind the head into flexion, and then we'll be doing our obliques. So hands behind the head, belly button towards the spine and hips towards the ribs, pulled up to the ribs on your inhale. Exhale, float one leg and the other. Breath in, eye gaze follows the head nod and into flexion. Now, on the inhale, and as we exhale, we aim that armpit towards the knee, holding the pelvis and the legs stable. It doesn't have to be a big movement. This is 3 and 2. Last one. And hold. Release the shoulders and the head. Release one leg, the other leg, and release the pelvis. Okay, last one, and we're going to do what is known as the 100. So we'll do our first little bit with our feet down, knees hip width apart, feet in line with the knees. Okay, so on the breath in, we tilt the pelvis, pulling the belly button towards the spine. On the exhale, we'll float our arms and pulling ourselves up by pulling our fingers towards the wall. So inhale, eye gaze down, head nod, and exhale to pull ourselves up, pulling with those arms, not with the head. Head should be relaxed. Belly button down. Okay, so we're going to do what's known as the 100 arm pumps. So we'll breathe in for 5, out for 5. Join me. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, release the head and neck, and we'll do our second 50 with our legs into tabletop. So breath in, tilt the pelvis, breathe out, float one leg and the other leg. Arms by our sides, breathe in, eye gaze down to the knees, gentle head nod, holding that belly button down, and we'll breathe in and exhale, lift and go. This is 3, 2, last one. Hold, release the shoulders, head down, arms down, Release one leg, the other leg, and okay, stretch it out a little bit. Give yourself a break, arms into a T, if you like, and just over to one side, over to the other side. Okay, well, we'll start this next one. Line will remain flat. Head, spine in neutral, and on the breath in, pulling that belly button into spine, and breath out, and we'll just bring our left leg in, hold it in with our hands, and we'll extend that right leg out, floating it with the toe pointed towards the wall. The toes pointed. And on the inhale, we'll swap our legs. Exhale. And we'll go for 3 each side.